Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, mercy. Goodbye to the hurting. I am sure that is not the proper words of that song. I'm Dr. Loretta Webb Taylor, for those of you who knew me before I got married. Welcome to October 12th, 2024. Why am I on here this morning? Because I am inviting you to a business shower. If you've never ever been to one before, this is gonna be your first time. We're growing a business, folks. I am the founder of Webbmark Health Solutions here in Shelby County, Tennessee. It's a public health research and wellness consulting firm that teaches individuals and organizations how to integrate wellness into their lifestyles and organizations respectively. So we launched in 2015 and we are relaunching because we are growing. You see, I got the Cookie Monster hat on today. One of the programs that we first started doing was the National Diabetes Prevention Program with the Center for Disease Control. I do believe that I happen to be the first Black National Master Trainer for that program. I've trained about 500 coaches across the country. I want to spotlight two of these phenomenal 500 coaches. This is Dr. Angela Ford from Black Women's Health Imperative. I trained her. Now she has become a master trainer like myself. And not only that, Black Women's Health Imperative is a recognized training entity for the CDC, and they have revised the curriculum to add financial education for Black women. Another Rockstar Diabetes Prevention Program trainee is Dr. Erica Thompson, who had previously launched the Magnolia Medical Foundation in 2009 alongside her full-time job as an MD. After attending the training, she was inspired to go full scale with the foundation. Not only did she become a coach, but she came all the way up to my level and became a master trainer. And now the Magnolia Medical Foundation is another training entity for the Center for Disease Control, and they are in the Mississippi Delta doing great public health work. So empowered people empower people. And those are just two of those amazing 500 that I talked about, ranging from health insurance providers to multiple statewide initiatives, local governments, hospital systems, a lot of people that I've got to work through. Emory has been my great partner with that has given me that post. Emory University in Atlanta, shout out to Sarah Piper and Linnell Blaze, yay! So this is why I got the Cookie Monster hat on, because we are relaunching our Signal National Diabetes Prevention Program to get your sugar right. Yes, Sugar Right, our brand of the National Diabetes Prevention Programs, targets people that have pre-diabetes or are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes but don't have the blood sugar numbers that are there yet. We are there to keep you. Don't push me because I'm close to the edge, to not go over the edge, okay? That is an avoidable cliff for many people, not everybody. Genetics does play a role, but we're there because you like sugar, right? Yeah, we like sugar. Well, I'm not mad at Cookie Monster because I love chocolate chip cookies. I got a best friend that loves them. Dina, shout out to you. But we also like to be able to reach above the cabinet. For those of you coffee drinkers, you want mobility as you get older, to be able to lift that 5-pound bag of sugar to put into your coffee in the morning. And if you don't have the right fitness, you can't do basic functional things. So you want to reach your sugar, right? So, and men, it's not just a man thing, but I got to pick on the men because a lot of times we don't talk to them about health stuff. You like getting that honey, you like the cookies from your honey, right? You want that sugar, right? Well, if your testosterone level is low, creates a problem to getting that sugar right. Okay, so that's one thing that we're going to be doing. We have a partnership with a national organization, Habit New, launching a really cool virtual platform. Where people can do that. You can get more support from me if you want to. For those of you that are over 65, Medicare will pay for it for you. And I have been gifted this lovely platform from the state of Tennessee. So that's amazing. So that's why we got the Cookie Monster hat on. And why do you see me just walking? Not all this makeup and stuff, because I walk the talk. Literally, you can integrate wellness into your lifestyle. What that's going to be for you to reach your goal. I never try to be an expert in what people can do, but I know you are an expert in you, and I can help partner you with some prevention strategies and some evidence-based research so that you can make a beautiful marriage of something that works for you. Switch it up. Also, one thing that you won't find on the website right now, that's going to be a new thing that we're launching, is transition coaching. Yes, transition coaching. People often forget how to dream. When I was 14 working as an intern, FedEx, one of the greatest gifts I was ever given to start my journey, I would ask people, was this what you were dreaming of? And their face would go blank, like, dream? Who has thought of a dream? And secondly, I would notice most of them had never planned on being there, but they were like 15, 18, 20 years in, and what was supposed to be a 1 year or 2 year thing just turned into a rut. And then they got responsibilities and it became more risky. There was too much bearing on them, and when those risks came in and adult responsibilities, I noticed how many adults function as if their wings were clipped. Good morning. And they just got stuck and forgot how to fly. But you need a destination in order to take flight. So how to reactivate the dream, and second, how do we create a strategy to get you to the dream? Who am I to help you? Well, I have done a lot of transitions, people. I sat there and looked and I realized I have worked for 25 different organizations. I am 43. A lot of those things were tandem, because I know some, you're like, hey, you had a different place to work every year. I'm a master trainer for the CDC Diabetes Prevention Program for almost 11 years now. I think I'm in Webbmark greetings consecutively since 2009. I've been doing Webbmark events since about 2008. So those were 3 different businesses that I've done. So entrepreneurship is deep. So launching a business, going from concept to product, And I've had success with the greeting card business of being able to land a contract to be in a grocery store. So I've gone through those processes, definitely branding, launching, how to take something that's a seed and bring it into, see that tree back there, a full-grown tree. I have gotten several degrees, so I definitely know a lot about starting school. I have $185,000 worth of education, and almost every time I went, there was very little money available to do it. So $175,000 was basically paid for through grants, travel awards, scholarships from the school and outside organizations, and only about $10,000 of that was actually a loan. I have a degree in psychology from Vanderbilt. That was traditional. I did a non-traditional program at Fuller Theological Accelerated, graduate certificate in cross-cultural studies, 24 hours of graduate work in 6 weeks. I don't recommend it, people, but I do know what it's like if you have an accelerated program. I have a master's in public health. I did that while I was working full-time. And here's an aerial overview of some of those transitions after the first semester of the PhD program. And I got diagnosed with a life-threatening illness by the grace of God, recognized as the most outstanding doctoral student for the whole university that year. In just 2 short years into the program, I got my dream job working for the CDC National Healthy Worksite program. At that particular transition point, me and my husband were getting married, so I planned a wedding with Webbmark events, did the stationery with Webbmark greetings, supported several other friends getting married with the stationery business. And then right before our wedding, my to-be grandfather-in-law passed, so we helped with that transition. And then once I did get married, we supported my father-in-law through a cancer diagnosis. And then when it was time for me to have our first child, within 2 weeks of finding it out, I was laid off for that full-time job where I was the primary breadwinner for my household. And right into writing my dissertation. As a result of the stress of the program, I actually ended up having my daughter 3 weeks before my initial graduation deadline with an emergency C-section. I inadvertently become part of my research study, traumatic stress and the birth outcomes of African-American women compared to white women. Determined to get to the end of an already arduous process, I encountered a couple other barriers in the loss of my little cousin as a stillborn the day before I did my dissertation defense, in addition to having 2 other cousins that had extremely botched cesarean section surgeries right around the time that I had my I plowed through the grief and graduated just 3 months later as the first ever woman and Black doctoral graduate of the School of Public Health at the University of Memphis as a full-time mom. And as that was coming to an end, that's when I launched Webbmark Health Solutions to support my growing family. So I have been able to navigate that process and help several other people to find traditional funding, non-traditional funding, to go straight from high school to adults returning to school or going for the first time ever. One of the other services with transition coaching is, what if you want to be an author, and what does that look like? I've gone through that process as well. I have a great partner in 2160 Publishing who was my publicist for the book Nurture for the Nurture, a 12-day technical and meditational guide for breastfeeding mothers. Lisa Hagen-Webb, who can help you do that. She was on my team, and that is why this project has had so many hands that's on it and has gone so much further. And with your help, it will go even further. So the market is there. It's available right there on your iPhone to download. It's on Barnes & Noble. You can go to Walmart.com. It's on Amazon. It's in so many different places worldwide to be distributed. I just have not had the resources to market it and get the word out there. It's even in some libraries. The Collierville Town Library has it, and this library way off in Pennsylvania. As somebody that checks out the ebook every month, because I get a very small royalty. And everything that you've heard up to this point has been solo endeavors, solopreneur, a team of 1 minus 2 contractors that I had working for me with the diabetes prevention program. The graphic design, the website management, sales, marketing, accounting, bookkeeping, legal filings, all of that has been done with yours truly. That's why I'm here today, to grow. So much more can get done, and we can go so much faster, so much further with a team.